Cunningham will put it up. He beats one man, beats another, is hit again. And down he goes.
There's something about Lawrence Taylor that is larger than life.
LT was a bad mother.
Back looking in, don't hit, taken down by Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor comes on the scene, and we never seen anybody that ferocious, that talented.
Once he gets the quarterback in his sights, he's going to get him.
The last defensive football player to win the Most Valuable Player award.
I tell you, Lawrence Taylor is going to be a force in this league.
Playing for the Giants back in the old days was exercise in futility.
The Giants have gone 18 years without making the playoffs. You know, they draft Taylor, and he turned it all around.
One day, maybe, 5, 6, 7, 8 years from now, possibly I could be the best linebacker in the NFL.
First down for the Eagles. At the 40, Montgomery got it. Here comes Taylor on a blitz, and Taylor has him.
Taylor takes him on with his helmet, pushes him to the side, and right in on Jaworski. Doesn't have a chance.
One of the best. That's not one of his best. Henry comes up to handle. He's fumbled, and the Giants get the football. And Lawrence Taylor, who has had such an outstanding year in every facet of this game, continues. Second down, Whitehurst drops back. And Whitehurst is popped from the back. Ball is loose. Whitehurst never saw the man who hit him. I believe once again it was Lawrence Taylor.
He took the New York Giants, who were awful, right to the playoffs his rookie year. Put him on his back. He was unstoppable.
18 years since the playoffs. And now they advance because of Lawrence Taylor. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I'm Pat Summerall. It's great to be back again with John Madden. The Lions and the Giants.
It's going to be tough today because Lawrence Taylor isn't starting at linebacker.
Lawrence Taylor has entered the defensive lineup for the Giants. Danielson under pressure. Pass picked off by Harry Carson, and he was almost gone.
I'll tell you who caused that, though, Pat. Lawrence Taylor did. He's hitting Danielson just as he's throwing it.
Billy Sims over left side. Giants think they have the football. They do have the football. Brad Van Pelt.
Taylor hits him from the outside.
First down, Lions. Here comes the rush by Taylor. And you talk about strong, you talk about athletic ability, look at that. Danielson looking outside, he threw, picked off by Lawrence Taylor. 97-yard touchdown interception.
I tell you, there are some defensive players that are great players. They play well. There are some that are great enough to dominate a game. And that's the type of defensive player Lawrence Taylor is.
He just sort of improvised step by step and used moves many of us as defensive players had not seen.
That was my answer to everything. If you don't know what you're doing, just rush the quarterback, hell. See what happens.
3rd and 2, big play. Oh, and this is called a fumble, and it's recovered by the Eagles, and Lawrence Taylor, he came in there like a flash. They're down at 3. What a terrible time for that to happen. Lawrence Taylor got through there again. That man's all over the place, number 56.
Here comes Taylor, and he has the sack. Lawrence Taylor. James Brooks, his first carry, 25-20. And the little running back from Auburn fumbles.
Dick, you talked about Taylor earlier. The great pursuit of number 56 for the Giants.
Intercepted by Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor for the Giants. Back to the 17.
Outside, Eller. Still on his feet is Eller.
And here comes Lawrence Taylor flying across the field.
4-man rush, including Taylor.
We kind of became friends, but he would always knock me down, and he'd always say, Jaws, I'll be back.
Jaws. Boy, I could make a highlight film out of just Jaws.
I still have nightmares about walking off that field and seeing all those 56 numbers in the stands.
4th reception, the fake. Chased by Taylor. Montana goes back to throw. Chased and down.
That he just threw a touchdown pass.
1st and 10 at the 23 to Berg. To Adger Armstrong, but Lawrence Taylor makes the hit.
Love goes in motion. They fake the draw play. Lomax is down. You can keep talking about a guy like that, and you run out of things to say good about him. This is Mitchell. Cracked by Lawrence Taylor.
That'll open up the sinuses a little.
Lomax still looking. Throws it right to Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor with the interception is cut down.
This is Jackson. He has now met Lawrence Taylor. Four-man rush again. Taylor breaks through. Lights out.
Well, that's Lawrence Taylor on that one.
Missed connections. And down he goes. Leonard Marshall and Lawrence Taylor. Swarm. A big draw. Fumble. Belongs to New York. And here's Brunner being sacked. Sacked by Mr. Taylor.
And Kozar is wrong. And let's see what they call this one. It is a fumble recovered by the Giants.
Taylor coming all the way around. Ball is loose.
The secondary. Montana back to throw. Ducks under Lawrence Taylor. And again, he wasn't blocked.
He was so respected for his competitiveness and toughness.
He wasn't about to settle for mediocrity from himself, and he certainly wasn't going to let any of us be slackers as well.
Hey, come on, baby. You can't pussyfoot up in there. You got to run it.
We rose to the level where we became a dominant force, and I think entirely because of Lawrence.
1986, I was coming off some adversity, so I had a lot to prove to my teammates, myself.
It wasn't just me. I think our whole team had a focus.
Taylor coming flying through.
Here's Taylor coming from the outside. You bump him, and he keeps going. It works his way right back into the quarterback.
Ruben Mays being chased by Lawrence Taylor. And guess who won that one? The Saints cannot continue to run to the right side without someone sealing off Lawrence Taylor from the backside. Look at him just float right off the tails of everyone and catch Ruben Mays. And watch Lawrence get up.
Jaworski. Sack. Taylor. 1st and 10 Eagles. Jaworski looks right. Now looks left. Is sacked by Lawrence Taylor. Jaworski look out. Jaworski ducks under the first man. Lawrence Taylor was there. Cunningham. Can't find anybody, but can buy some time. Lawrence Taylor took the stiff arm and took Cunningham down.
Giants defense led by Carson. Thanks. Kramer forced out and dropped by Lawrence Taylor. Notice as now he makes a move inside. Now he's hit again. He tries to maintain his balance and swings back around, and he and George Martin get to Kramer at the same time.
Here's Schrader back to throw. Lawrence Taylor on a blitz. Ball is loose, and Rodgers has it.
I tell you, here's a guy that can dominate a game. When he's ready to play, look out.
He's with 18 seconds remaining, and Schrader goes back to throw. Taylor is loose. Lawrence Taylor gets his 3rd sack.
Right here, it looks like he just shot out of a cannon. Whoa.
Montana back to throw. Going deep, it's going to be picked off by Lawrence Taylor. And he's got a lot of room to run. Taylor is in the end zone. Rice was the intended receiver. Lawrence Taylor was the only man there as Montana took a shot.
All we got for 60 minutes, all right? We'll be world champions, all right? Let's go.
It was about as good as he's ever practiced and told him, hey, save some of those.
Lang, the ball carrier, pulled down by Lawrence Taylor. Ball is done. To Will Hyde. Will Hyde to the Giant 20. Tackle lined up at tight end of right. Elway knocked out of bounds at about the 3 by Lawrence Taylor.
Now 2 seconds is rolling. It's over. The Giants have accomplished something that many people thought they would never see. The Super Bowl champions are the Giants.
New York Giants are the winners in the Super Bowl.
Lawrence Taylor was a havoc creator.
He was absolutely terrifying.
The guy had a motor that didn't stop.
There's Lawrence Taylor with one man trying to block him. It can't happen. One man cannot block Lawrence Taylor.
The guy would come off the edge and he would knock your quarterback in the next week. but had fun doing it.
Son, I gotta do better than this.
Shotgun for Brian McClure, and he is sacked. Expected is that he gets the points on the board for them, and he is sacked, and it is Lawrence Taylor, number 56. He just comes along here now. Schulte, remember, Lawrence is up top. The guard's going to come out and try and block him, and he's just going to run over everybody and take down McClure.
Cunningham in the arms of Lawrence Taylor. Bring up tough. He doesn't want it. Sacked by Lawrence Taylor around the corner.
First down in the long distance, and Lomax goes down. And that's Lawrence Taylor, who now has 11 on the year. 4 years in a row now that Taylor has 10 or more sacks. Back to the 46. And now Wright is sacked by Lawrence Taylor back in his own territory.
And Hewitt was the man in motion, and here comes Lawrence Taylor. And the ball is loose, and Harry Carson has it. Ripping back to throw. Lawrence Taylor is the man who took him down.
You can't block Lawrence Taylor with a back. You can't block Lawrence Taylor by turning the tackle out on him. The best way to try and prevent him from killing you is to put a tight end in his face, which was the beginning of the H-back.
When Bill Walsh would game plan, and it was a testament to what he thought about LT that he actually gave him a number designation.
Harry Taylor.
The way he changed the game is kind of like asking who some of these great Hall of Fame coaches and how they changed the game.
Watch Taylor, 56, just streaking inside. No one there to block him.
You can run, but you can't hide. Lawrence Taylor from behind.
Hilger back. Here comes Lawrence Taylor. Quick toss, reverse. They can put that one back in the vault. Four-man rush. Taylor coming from the right side. Hilger buys nine. Taylor gets it. Blitz. That's 3 for Taylor in the ball game.
You can't block it.
Stunts by the Giants line. Galore fumble. Giants have it. Lawrence Taylor stripped Galore of the ball. Galore with a play-action pass. And Lawrence Taylor gets it. That is another fumble. And the Giants get it.
One of the games I remember was he had a bum shoulder against the Saints.
That was one of the most determined athletic endeavors that I witnessed on his part that night. I think it's a signature game.
Plays with a harness, stapled, scotch-taped, paper-clipped onto his upper body, and plays one of the most dominant games of his career.
Play action. Taylor knocked it away. Giants football. Hebert under pressure, and he fumbles. And the Giants got it back. Holy cow. Lawrence Taylor caused the fumble. Hebert had that one tipped. And Taylor a little slow getting up. Yeah, if you get strapped up like this, you really have to want to go back down.
I mean, this man here this is like a gladiator. I mean, if we had Julius Caesar sitting up there, he'd probably be applauding this man's effort.
The Giants got an early jump. Taylor missed by Hebert. They're not going to blow the play dead. For Jackson with a late blitz, and they got him. He and Taylor at the 5. Galliano gets a good block from Sanders. Now he's in a whole lot of trouble, and he's sacked. Galliano with backside pressure, and he's sacked for the second time today.
Let's say rush both of those outside linebackers, which they do here.
Galliano, backside pressure, ball's loose. Lawrence Taylor knocked it loose.
Out of the spread is Cunningham. Away from Taylor, but not all the way away from Taylor. He's like a man on a mission when he plays against Randall Cunningham. Has all kinds of time. Running away from Taylor. But that's a tough job. Speed kills.
Collins from the 31-yard line. Kramer chased by Taylor and then sacked. Identification from the 44-yard line all the way back. Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence really was all about winning. He wasn't about personal stats.
If he made 10 tackles and 3 sacks and we lost, he was upset. If he was shut out on tackles and we won, he was happy. And that's the best way to describe it.
This game will be a game of defense and turnovers. And Lawrence Taylor is obviously identified with defense, and he creates a lot of turnovers.
Cunningham had Schuler, and he got sacked at the 28-yard line. Lawrence Taylor was there. Cunningham will put it up. He beats one man, beats another, is hit again. And down he goes.
Yeah, and it was Lawrence Taylor who chased him out of the pocket, Skip, and then Lawrence Taylor who knocked the ball out of his hands.
Cunningham runs out of it. He's got nowhere to go. He loses 5.
Guess who made the stop?
LT.
Yeah, there's something about Lawrence Taylor that is larger than life.
Low snap. Tipped. Intercepted. Taylor, he'll score. Touchdown. He tipped it up and caught the tip and ran in for the touchdown.
You talk about players having a great motor. This guy's got a jet engine. Slaps the ball in the air, watches it go up, puts it into his chest, carries it into the end zone. Maybe ought to kick the extra point.
And there's a fumble.
You bet.
Lawrence Taylor finally got to Troy Aikman.
We mentioned that Aikman had to look for LT. Great spin off Tuine right there, and he's able to burst inside.
Gannon play fake. He will throw on first down, maybe. That is a forward pass as Lawrence Taylor got there.
You're playing the New York Giants, and you're not going to block Lawrence Taylor. Come on, if I'm the quarterback, I'm going to give the ball to the head coach and say, you go play against him.
From the 4. Gannon on the rollout. Lawrence Taylor.
I think he was terribly surprised and disappointed when he looked up and saw the guy he had to beat was the very famous LT.
Now Taylor moves left. Got caught with the snap. Now he chases Gannon and knocks it loose. A patented Lawrence Taylor play. Play fake. Gannon is sacked. Lawrence Taylor. Walker with McDaniel in front, and Lawrence Taylor cuts through.
That's the LT of old. That's the speed. That's the big play from the big playmaker.
Leading 14-13. Reich from behind. Lawrence Taylor.
13 right now. Big play. Look out. Big play by the Giants. Lawrence Taylor.
In motion. Out of the shotgun. Cut down by Taylor. No team has ever won 3 straight Super Bowls, and the Niners have their eyes set on that.
Steve Young has gotten better by not playing.
Montana flushed out of the pocket, and down he goes. Ring again, hit behind the line of scrimmage, and the Giants have the ball. Lawrence Taylor out of the pack with the ball.
4 seconds on the clock. If the field goal is good, they win. If it's not, they lose. Snap, spot, kick is away. It's got the distance. It is good. Good.
And the Giants are going to Tampa Bay.
Well, the Giants know what it's like to live this from the other end.
Snap, spot, in the air. It's got the distance. It is no good.
Wide right.
Giants win.
Lawrence Taylor changed the game. He was such a freakish athlete. Before then, I don't recall teams planning for outside linebackers.
You couldn't believe what you were saying. The athleticism, he was like a gazelle.
I went to the movies and saw Superman 1, and I went to the movies I saw Superman 2. But then I said to myself, I said, now I'm playing with Superman 3, and that's Lawrence Taylor.
3rd down and 5. Pressure for the backside. It's LT. Aikman is back. Here comes Taylor.
Miner tries to get outside, and LT is right there.
Tupa loses the time, loses the ball. It's a fumble.
Who do we see here? Lawrence Taylor breaking to the outside, getting away from the blocker right there, Lewis Sharp, who's wearing a cast. Taylor said he's got a cast on his hand. He's not going to be able to hold me, and sure enough, able to blow by Lewis Sharp and get away and make the sack.
No, I didn't mind that. Williams is stopped. Driven back by Taylor. Waters in motion. Blitz is coming. They pick it up. Young scrambles. Lawrence Taylor has it.
Taking on San Diego, the Browns and the Patriots.
It's a 4th down and 11, and Gilmore is pulled down.
He's got a snoot full there, didn't he? First down, and they're behind. It's LT with the big defensive play.
Play fake, Taylor.
He not only comes to sack the quarterback, but he also comes to strip the ball out of the quarterback's hand, and he does that better than anyone in football.
They need a touchdown to win it. Knocked out by Lawrence Taylor.
Kelly gonna have to get out of there, or he will get tackled for a safety.
Yeah, well, watch LT, number 56. He still can have incredible bursts.
He is a strong, powerful man.
Aikman is hit by Taylor.
Taylor starts to the outside. He just runs right over Mark Tuinek.
Anderson back to throw, lost it. I think he got the ball back, but he was sacked. Got hit from behind by Lawrence Taylor.
Need about 25 yards and have to get out of bounds. And instead, Wilson has it knocked away by who else? LT with that famous move.
Still has the quickness, particularly from that right side.
You know, the end is so tough because you've been playing so long. 13 years of pro football, and then the end.
The season's over now, the game is over, and my career is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lawrence Taylor.
He was at his best at the most critical, crucial times. When there was a big play in the game, he had enough in his tank to give it to you then.
And I'd like to thank my family and my friends for always being there for me.
LT is the greatest defensive presence in the history of the National Football League. And he changed the way the linebacker position was meant to be.